So I welcome you to this review and preview of the English Premier League match days 32 and 33, which we do as we commonly do and do week in, week out with the assistance of my Betmaster Tool. And we can right away check out the tool, what it does, what it tells us, and what the predictions had been and how wrong I may have been. But we can also check it out with a statistical based method that I cannot yet and is not yet implemented into the tool, but it's going to come anytime soon, which raises the complexity but also gives you the possibilities needed and asked for. And in fact, I still have to export those results to be able to check it. And with a statistical method, this is making predictions on the number of shots or number of attacks, dangerous attacks, and so on. And we can still compare these with the predicted values with the actual values. And like that, we get an impression how well those predictions work. And they are based on the same algorithms that I always use to, well, also for the Betmaster Tool in calculating the goal expectancies. And here I calculate the shot expectancies. So and here you can compare the prediction with the actual values. And even on corners, one could do some bets. We can compare it here. If you take the totals, you may check out and find out that it's pretty okay. I expected 103, there had been just 90, but in another week it could have been different. But we can check out all those things. Dangerous attacks, I expected like 421, 458, it had been 485 total and 454, and so on. But still we can also check out how many goals I expected for this side and that side, and how many they should have scored. And this is pretty close, but there's still some deviation. There's this old model and this old model in the Betmaster Tool, which is based on results, and results are more important than stats, maybe, but we have this for a comparison. We still would like to evaluate how good the teams played apart from the result. So, and we see what results they achieved. So it was 11-18, so more or less the away side had in a certain sense been lucky. Of course, it's this game. Did it really end 0-6? No, there's a mistake in here. No. Ah, that's a different order. What's gone wrong here? Sorry. Ah, they altered the kickoff times. What was it that went wrong here? That's match day 32. Oh, I'm entered this to match day 33. How can I? No, I don't. All I need to do is. Oh, I'm very sorry. This is match day 32, so I have to. It doesn't go so well, right? I have to override these, which I've done already. There won't be a huge difference. And I also have to override the other one. Anyway, we can check out how deserved the results had been. And we can, I have to sadly export this once again and overwrite this once again. This is just a workaround, so to say, or it's an I'm trying to get over the stage, and I try to give you an outlook of what may come. the future. So the tool is even going to be better. And now we have the predictions for the next match day. We can compare here. I don't know what to do now, because something went wrong. Wolves Man City, that one is cancelled, but I can't see the prices here anymore. And well, everything is going well, apart from this fair draw price. Well, maybe I have to check that later. And for now, we can just to show you how we would do the review of those games. If Newcastle won the game and I predicted Wolves, I expected Wolves to be the slightly better side. On the stats, Newcastle were better. Not many chances for either side. Newcastle won, so it was a bad bet, which was a losing bet. Here the tool would have proposed to go with Everton. And we can also check it here, match day 32. What we would have, oh man, this is so annoying. Here it would have said go with Everton 4.5, what's the price, and maybe the draw, so 1x was a proposal. The best price on the away side was 1.95, so we would have had a small chance to go with Everton, and the statistical based method would have said they are a lot closer, and in Betmaster Tool it said half a goal, so maybe I cancelled this one and said no, don't, rather not go with Everton. They were half a goal worse, still won the game, so this is somehow a lucky win, but half a goal was more or less here what had been expected. So it was, they were about half a goal better. So market, well, it may have been the better choice not to go with Everton, although they won. Arsenal lost to Brighton, and here we had a clear indication on Brighton, I'm sure, and I'm sure also I proposed this for an X2, and there is 3 something and 633, there was 650, so we could have gone with Brighton maybe, and in the statistical method the expectancy was a lot lower even for Arsenal, so we should have gone with Brighton, and the result was on their side. The stats were not on their side, so this would have been another one bad bet, so to say, and still a winner. Chelsea won 6-0 on the road. That was a clear indication, maybe according, yeah, I think I proposed this one and they won, so this one was fine. 2.0 something was good, and that was perfect. In the Watford against Leeds, we had a 2 something 260 on Leeds. That was a clear indication. Here it confirmed this indication, so we should have gone with Leeds, and I'm sure I proposed this. And Aston Villa against Tottenham, Tottenham won. Surely no bet on them. 240 was still the best price, was also the true price. And here it said no, rather don't go with Aston Villa, some better chances. But Aston Villa were by stats the clearly better side, which is pretty obvious here. But if the result is pretty clear against them, we should not doubt so much the outcome. Although the stats must have been clearly on their side. Here we may have had a bet on West Ham for 2.95. We check out if we had a confirmation. No, the statistical method would have said rather stay away from West Ham because it's a lot closer this game than this is goal expectancies, and here it said 0.34 goals. Here just 0.08. So we would not have gone with West Ham, which would have been a very wise choice, because Brentford won the game and they deservedly so did. And Leicester also won. Leicester was slightly small, maybe a small indication here on Leicester, but I may have talked you out of it. 255 was a very good price. It was too close, but 255 was still too good. And here it confirmed that they were just slightly the better side. Still, well, who else should win than the better side? But it would have been not lucky win, but could have been draw as well. But 255 was a very good price, so we should have gone with them, confirmed by all the stats, and also in the prediction it should have been a bet on them. Here I may have predicted Burnley to win, who lost 2-0, but I didn't like it so much. The price was not so good. Here it was just small favorites, so I said please maybe not go with Burnley. Here they would have been the better side, but still did not win the game, but rather lost 2-0. So it may have, yeah, I don't know. We stay away was good anyway, because it didn't happen. Here I said for sure this is a draw. It is a draw tendency for me, also in view of, well, Manchester City are not unhappy with it, and Liverpool are very strong recently, and the draw just fits to such a game. It ended in a draw. 2-2 was maybe not quite the result I would have gone for, but Manchester City 0.35 or 0.31 goals better. They were in fact 0.52 goals better, so maybe they should have won, but still it's close enough for a draw. So this prediction went well, and it also worked out well. I mean, the stats would have confirmed somehow it was close enough or so. And even it was the right result. So in fact, given all those, at least the intention is to be very objective on that, which is the case like that, but still people may have doubts about how do you calculate those all those stats, and how do you do those predictions, updates, and so on. But of course, it's in the long run we have to make it work well. I mean, we have to check it every day, compare it here, and also compare the stats and how well did they play and so on. So it's an ongoing process anyway, to improve and learn. And of course we would like to win our bets today, but it's a tough task. But anyway, we should win maybe like 4% if we played like a monkey or so. Or if we would just make random choices. And to catch up these 4% is a tough task, but it's not an impossible task. But if you catch up these 4% that you should lose, maybe, given you bet several bookmakers and they have the best prices also. But now to catch up these 4% in the long run, but it still wouldn't help, then you would be break even. So you have to catch up another 2% at least to be winning. And this is really a pretty tough task, and to prove it. And of course, I'm trying to give you the assistance here, the guide how to use it with the assistance of the tool. And I understand the complexity is pretty high, but you will learn it, and especially try another way. Try to work it out yourself, the prices. Try to follow others, or give up, or whatever the choice is. But here you have a long-term standalone version, more or less, because you get your data sets where you can adjust your personal settings and work out the best prices, or adjust your settings so you get out the right prices. So, but you can do it all on your own. You wouldn't need to rely on any other page or any other provider or that is giving you the bets or the proposals here. Tottenham, if I see this is such a low price. I needed to go with Brighton, right? 153. So we have a clear x2 here. And of course, we're trying to get the confirmation by this statistical based method. And it says, very good, go ahead, fire. x2. I mean, I know the run from Tottenham is outstanding, and sorry, I have to remove these, but okay, I'm going to leave those bets here, and you can check out my profile, BetOper, on Odds Portal, where you find different leagues as well. And okay, we have the x2 here. I know that Tottenham have this excellent run. We saw also that the effort in Aston Villa was not as clean as the result may suggest, but Brighton recently recovered in a certain sense, especially with this great win, which makes you rather forget about some bad results in the past. Of course, they are excellent results, and also they are in full contention for the Champions League starting places here. And Arsenal, well, of course, the biggest rivalry between these two. But yeah, they are in full contention, and of course they badly need this win, while Brighton would not need so much. But in England especially, they would just fight throughout. And 7 games to go, you wouldn't just let go. Especially, bad things happen, but also very good things could happen for Brighton. So we have to try this one. Manchester United against Norwich. This one I would rather stay away, although Norwich now with this latest win may even have... we can open the table regularly here. And I mean, we can check out very different stats. But Norwich, would they dream now? Maybe. 7 points. Everton also won, but it would have been anyway, well, 7 points. It's not impossible in 7 games. So the dream is alive. Maybe they still... So, and we check it. I mean, 131 sounds like a very decent price to me. And if the chances are better here, we could consider even to go with Norwich to give them a small chance. I mean, Manchester United, they signed this Rangnick, and I wasn't so sure about him anyway. Not because he's not a good coach or something like that, but this is a pattern or something. I mean, I don't understand quite what are their intentions. I mean, they had such good... Ever since Ferguson left, we all know what happened. And Ronaldo, I saw them. I mean, I saw him, but why? I mean, I understand that they try on, but at some point, you know, it's just the star. I know there are players playing with 41 like Ibrahimovic, but maybe also when I see him playing, well, it's not. Well, we shouldn't say anything bad about them, but maybe they have to draw their own conclusions or put up with it. I mean, I also saw Ribéry on who just turned 39 in the Salernitana match, and when he left the pitch, they were still 1-0 winning at Roma, and then 5 minutes later it was 2-1 against them. But it was not for his leaving the... I mean, it was just another player. Not a Ribéry, really. Anyway, we can check it out here. Tottenham, Brighton. What would we say about this Manchester United? It looks as if we could really give it try 4.40. I mean, we can check it, and I know it's a pretty high risk here, but we can check it with a double chance, so you can also check those prices. 4.19 is the true price. We get a 4.40, So this is more than the true price. So there is a, well, it's not a mistake according to the computer. And if we compare it here, we see that the chances would even be a bit better for Norwich to win a point or so. And why wouldn't we try then? I mean, it's a high price, but Manchester United struggling so terribly. And 14 wins, 9 draws, 8 losses, right? Not getting the wins. Well, Norwich, they are worse than expected, but not by a huge margin. And especially recently, well, not conceding a goal in two games before that, and keeping some hopes alive by beating Burnley. So I clicked on it, I checked it, well, I took my decision. Here, the statistical based method would even give Southampton the better chances, and of course we have to go with them as well. 398, 368. That is 398, 368. 2 indications here, more or less on the 1 and X. So we have to go for this one as well. In the Asian handicap plus 0.5, 195. Although after the 0-6 defeat, Hasenhüttl, I don't know. I mean, it was Chelsea, and anyway, I mean, it can happen. But Arsenal also lost at home. Maybe they are, well, trying to find their way back or to recover from that. But still, both coming from bad results. So it's the same assumptions, presumptions. And here it says even Southampton are the slight favorites. So we would have to go with Southampton. So it's the third bet I found already. Sometimes I rarely find a single one. Watford against Brentford. That would be Brentford, obviously, clearly. And we have to find confirmation for that one as well, which we in fact do get by the statistical method. So it says Brentford lost their shape somehow recently, but some better results, yeah. So they had lost their shape. Now they have 4 wins in 5. I'm sorry. So they were like almost falling back into the relegation zone before these 4 wins. But now they are fully on track. They have the opposite results, 4 losses in 5. The only thing we could argue here is that Watford are in urgent need, while Brentford are more or less safe. And of course, that is something should be mentioned or kept in mind. I'm pretty sure that in England they will try their best, but this is towards the end of the season kind of a risky one. Would you really go with Brentford? But for now, I would rather maybe stick to the, especially in England, when you would say, yes, they will try. Wolves, this one is not going to take place. Newcastle against Leicester, looks like no indication here at all. I also would not like to touch it, both with a win recently in Newcastle we are not so certain about. And so that one looks fine. In West Ham it says possibly even the draw here. West Ham 380, no, this one doesn't work out. 170, 380, no indication here. Well, 380 would partly be indicated, so we can compare it here. First of all, for the leagues, how many draws did we have? Not quite enough. That's just 26% expected, 23% occurred. So doesn't sound like a draw. Also, it wouldn't help either one really, whereby Burnley may not be so unhappy in 18th place, yeah, with the game in hand. But we can check out here that 6 draws instead of 8. That's 12 draws instead of 8. So that would partly, well, confirm. Would we like to go for a draw? I mean, 380, it's a very, very small margin. And in the league, it's not really. Recently, no draws. Okay, I skipped this one. Aston Villa against Liverpool. Does it even take place? Oh, Hang on. Ja, bitte? No, it was a fake call. What kind of game is it? Aston Villa against Liverpool? Oh, that's on the that's postponed already. So we are through. I mean, that's it for now. I mean, I'm gonna leave quickly here, although I understand that was not the greatest of videos here, but maybe still towards the end we were getting better. So check out the tool, leave your likes, comments, ask your questions about the tool. Thank you. Bye bye.